All right, it's finally here, and I've got a space cleared out for it. I'm excited about this. There it is. So the tractor was enough to get it off the truck, but not enough to move it. So I'm gonna have to get somebody else out here to help me move it, get it down to the shop. Yeah. Doesn't quite fit like I thought it would. Well, all right, so I'm gonna give you the lowdown on this bad boy. This is a 5x10 CNC plasma table. Obviously, you guys probably already know that. This is a downdraft setup, so no water. So I don't know if you can see, but if you look real close, it's got tubes in here that basically pull all the smoke and stuff down through there into those tubes, and then comes right out the end over here. This is made by Westcott Plasma Tables. I think they're getting into like lasers and stuff now. Very, very, very nice piece of equipment, and that's kind of why I wanted to work with these guys. I mean, I'll get into a lot of the little features as I get it kind of hooked up and fired up and working, but I mean, it's just a legit piece of equipment. Very, very substantial. As you can see, I mean, fully welded box tube. It's all gear driven, no belts. Just a legit piece of, well, artwork, really. So this thing's been a long time coming. I ordered this thing about a year ago, and just because of like supply constraints and stuff that we've had over the last couple years, it took a while for them to get everything they needed to put this thing together. But finally it's here. That's where the control panel goes. That's the control surface. Got a screen that mounts here that they sent with it. Got to get that on. The keyboard and mouse, whatever, goes right there. This thing's fully swivelable. Is that even a word? Swivelable. It's a word. I just made it a word. And then this is the downdraft box fan for it. So it's a big mamma jamma. Still trying to figure out where I'm gonna put it. I don't know if I want to put it inside or maybe put it outside and just have the ductwork go outside. So I got to figure that out. Yeah. Look at that bad boy. It's like a 15-inch turbo housing. So everybody that's kind of new to plasma tables, which I'm in that boat. I'm new to a plasma table, to a CNC plasma table. I've seen them in operation. I've been around them. I've played with the software. I did some research before I, decided what I wanted, but that still makes me a noob on these things. But as far as they go, you can get water, which is what most people have and most people see, and then you can get the air downdraft. Now, there's several advantages to an air downdraft setup. One, you don't have to clean and maintain the water system. You obviously will have to clean the bottom of this thing at some point with like a shop vac or something, but you don't have to worry about the water. That water kind of gets funky after a while. You got to clean it, you got to drain it. Westcott makes water tables as well, and they actually have a cool feature where it's bladdered. So they got a bladdered water table where with air pressure you can raise and lower the water level. And the reason you'd want to do that is because when you're cutting aluminum with a plasma, aluminum puts off, when you cut it with a plasma, it puts off a gas that's very flammable, and that gas can sit in there. I think flammable. I think that's the issue, is that it's flammable. But anyway, that gas will sit in there and could ignite or whatnot. And so what you want to do is you want to kind of drop the water level out of that thing when cutting aluminum and kind of let it vent. And with a downdraft setup, you don't have to worry about that. And then you just raise the water level back up, and you cut metal and whatnot with it. The other advantage too is you don't have to worry about the stuff that you're cutting being subjected to moisture and then having issues with rust and whatnot. Same thing with the table itself. So none of this stuff will be subjected to any kind of moisture other than what's in here in the shop. So yeah, that's one of the big advantages to a downdraft. And then I think you have way less dust with a downdraft as well. The water catches a lot of that stuff, but not all of it. Whereas this thing, it pulls, from like 3-4 foot off the top of the table. It'll pull any smoke or anything that goes down or that's floating around right down through it. The other cool thing I think I'm gonna do with it once I get it all hooked up is I'll make some kind of box that sits on this bad boy, like some kind of collapsible or temporary box with an open face, and I can use it as a little paint booth. So if I'm gonna paint, small things, I can basically set that up, turn the downdraft on, and it's gonna pull all that chemical smell, paint smell through that out of the shop, and I don't have to worry about it. So it'll be dual purpose. Kind of looking at it now, almost wish that I would have went maybe a little bit smaller. Down the road, I may be glad that I went big like that. But man, it's awfully big. So I think it's a 5x10 table, but I think it's actually like 12x7. And then when you add the fan, if you put the fan inside, then that's even longer. Got it in here on these machinery skates. So these things are pretty cool. Got these from Northern Tool and Equipment, and they're like 3-wheeled, and they'll hold up to like 4,400 pounds a piece. So that's pretty cool. It made it easy to roll around. The table itself weighs 3,000 pounds, which is why you see me messing with the table, taking it off the trailer with the tractor, but I wasn't able to move it. It was too heavy. I had to get somebody to come with a skid steer and move it down here. So those things are the trick. Northern Tool and Equipment, you can find those. And actually what's cool is I think I'm gonna take these, make some kind of brackets for them where I can use them as dollies for cars. So I'll make a bracket that the tires can sit in really well, and then I can move a car around. They'll actually roll way easier than the standard car dollies that you would find. This thing weighs as much as a car, but rolls a lot easier than those other dollies do. So, there's the monitor and the keyboard. came with a Hypertherm PowerMax 85. I'm pretty sure that's what this is, 85. Yeah, so this is 85. So it'll cut everything I need to cut and more. I don't do that much thick stuff. It's good to have, I guess, if I need it, but it'll get the job done. This was part of the reason the table took so long, is because Hypertherm was very behind as well. So they were kind of waiting on this bad boy. So anyway, got a lot to do. Still got feet that's got to go on it. I got to figure out where I'm gonna put it. Probably gonna move the shop around some. The good thing is I've got everything in here where it's movable by design. That sheet metal table is gonna have to be moved. Once I kind of get it figured out where I want to put it and get it settled, then I'll start making some of the duct work, try to figure out what I'm gonna do with this fan, get it wired, and then we'll get this bad boy fired up and making some stuff. Basically, the whole plan with this thing too was, I haven't really been talking much about KillFab lately. We still do clothing on there, but I just hate not having my hands on the entire process as far as KillFab goes. If I had a textile plant and I was making, my own clothing, that'd be one thing, but every time I try to get someone else to make something, it's just never up to par for me. I don't know if I'm just a little too particular or what, but anytime I sell something to one of you guys, I want it to be perfect. I want it to have my touch. And so that's kind of the idea behind this, is that I'm gonna kind of transition KillFab over to more fabrication based stuff. Still keep some clothing on there, keep some of the hats, the stuff that you guys like to buy on a regular basis. But I really want to start making kits again. I'd offered kits at one point for power drill and just like this one here. So this one here holds all my DeWalt stuff. And I had somebody make these for me. I just basically designed them, had somebody make them for me. And the way that they're designed is that it all snaps together and then you weld it. It's like a kit that you can get. You can kind of practice welding, do your thing, weld it together, and then be happy about what you have in the end. I also made some grinder holders. So let's see if I can show you. So these were the grinder holders that I had. So basically just a grinder slides right in there. I made these in several different sizes as well. You could get them in a single or dual grinder, or even like a triple grinder setup. Air tool holders. I used to offer a bunch of that stuff. Again, I was having somebody else make it. Wasn't really satisfied with the quality. And so I figured I'd go with something like this. But what I really want to do is, now that I have full control, I'm gonna make a huge library of kits that you guys can buy and put together, from super easy to a little bit more difficult. Fire pits and tool holders and stuff. Brackets. Maybe even very intricate pieces like steampunk style lamps that you guys can assemble, weld them up, TIG weld them, put your touches on them, and then use them around your shop or whatever. For some of you guys that have been watching the channel for a while, I'd made liquor bottle cages, cages that encompassed a liquor bottle, where you could play a joke on a buddy. You weld this kit up around a liquor bottle and then you give it to him and he can't get into it. So I'll probably offer those for different size bottles, and you guys can play with that stuff. Just all kinds of stuff. I've got tons of ideas. And I'll start rolling those out as obviously this thing gets going and I start making them. I'll probably assemble everything myself so you can see those too. But so yeah, I'd go follow KillFab. So KillFab has its own Instagram page and Facebook page. Kind of follow those. I'll make sure that all that stuff's posted over there. Obviously some stuff we posted here on the channel too, but that was the real big plans. And then obviously I can use it in here working on the Bibster, whatever projects I have going forward in the future. I want to do another C10 project, so probably airbag it and stuff. So a lot of those plates and front suspension and rear suspension, the big C notches. I can make all that stuff myself. So there you go, Westcott Plasma. If you've been interested in getting a plasma table, they make all kinds of sizes. Go check them out. Westcott Plasma. I'll put a link in the description. You can go see what they have to offer. Yeah. All right, guys. You need this tool, the biggest tool ever.